Hi, I'm Drew. Welcome to the Beggars Woodshop. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Little different video today because the project video, well, got delayed due to the heat, and I'm still in preparation for getting everything ready to go with that project. It's a real crazy one here, but something happened. Actually, two things came up back in August. I know I'm probably a little bit delayed, but I still want to talk about them. The first thing is Sawstop. Yes, Sawstop. Okay. Backstory. Sawstop has gone to the government, safety commissions and all that stuff. This stuff's easy to look up. This is actually how I found 731 Woodworks. And they wanted to make it mandatory, for safety reasons, to have the flesh sensing technology in all table saws. Well, as we all know, that's going to raise the price because Sawstop had ownership, still does, I should say, of all the patents for that technology. Any other kind of similar technology that's invented, they kind of go after you for. If you have the stuff like the camera that will sense your hand, well then you're okay. But to add this flesh sensing technology to all other saws would actually cause the price to go up. And if you own a shopsmith or want to get a shopsmith, well, you're out of luck because you can't really do that on that machine. Believe me, I know. Well, I saw one person's video show up just randomly in YouTube, and I went, oh, okay, what's this about? And I looked, and yeah, no more. Now, I did some online research to confirm all this, and one source kind of says they were shot down. They were told, okay, no, the government is saying no. We're not letting you do it. There's a lot of politics they also included there, which I didn't want to really go too far into. I really don't. Politics annoys me. It really does. And this is not a political channel. This is a woodworking channel. So it's going to be making things or discussing things in the woodworking departments of things. Yada, yada, yada. But essentially, no. Sawstop did not win, even when they wanted to release one or two of their patents to be free. It's like, you still have those however many more patents, people. So this is a brief, poor explanation, but essentially Sawstop wanted to do this, and now it's officially no. Be it they were told no, or they officially withdrew. Doesn't matter which one it is, this is actually good because now other table saws, while they can probably try to invent their own technology that does not match the patents, they don't have to put this into their table saws, which means even a simple job site saw, you know, just those simple couple $100 things that you could buy at a hardware store, doesn't need flesh sense technology. Now, let's be real. When it comes to safety, it's on you, me, not necessarily the manufacturer. And it's not always a rookie. It's often, well, the most experienced person. There are plenty of well-experienced people that actually will cut off a limb or something. Alright, so no singular tool is always going to be unsafe. There are some that'll have, what's a good way to put this? Some might have a little more danger to them, but there's also our stupidity as human beings, or our, well, just human nature. If I were to put a tool as the most dangerous tool to ever be invented, I can't say it, because it wasn't invented, it was created. Yeah, human mind. That is the most important and yet the most dangerous tool of anyone's shop. Alright, the other thing that came up, let's move on to more happier news, is new tools that are being released by Kreg. Kreg, we know they have some clamps, but best known for their pocket hole jigs. They have a few other tools, but they just did a cool release. Are you ready to see this? Let's go to the computer. Hey everyone, I just want to take a pause here from whatever it is I'm working on
just to say one thing. Thank you. Thank you for your support of this channel. From your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, your views, and sharing this out there with other people. I thank you. You've helped this channel grow. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't know what I'd be doing. Of course, I'd also like to thank those of you who have supported in other ways, from equipment, be it here for the shop, or for being able to film these projects, as well as those who have contributed financially. There's a GoFundMe link down in the description below, so thank you to all of you who have contributed that way, but also personally, those of you that know me. So again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for helping this channel grow, and I hope to continue to bring you content that you enjoy. Now, let's get back to whatever it is I'm doing.
So, as you can clearly see, more power tools all coming in October of 2025. This is actually great. And what have we got here? Well, we have an impact driver on battery platform. Yes, another battery platform. This is actually pretty cool. We're gonna have another battery platform. And this isn't even everything. Come on, let's keep going. They've got a battery platform. What do they got here? Of course, a drill. Well, if you got a drill, you gotta have an impact driver and vice versa. I mean, not always necessarily, but nowadays the combo packs, good to have. Ooh, a 20 volt ionic drive. Why did I say iconic? I have no idea. But it is a 6.5 inch plunge cut track saw. Oh, okay, there will be a track with this then. Now, as I recall, there is a track that they already have for a track saw, and it's plug powered. I'm going to put a note now in front of you that's text that tells me if I'm right or wrong. Lovely. This tool, I'm going to be honest with you. This tool tricked me. When I first saw the image, before I even read any text, it was over on 731 Woodworks, and when I saw it, I went, they did it. They actually did it. Kreg made a domino. They made the domino so that, yes, you could compete with Sawstop. Boy, was I wrong. Oh, boy, was I wrong. Nope. As you can clearly see, this is a pocket hole jointer. Now, pocket hole jointers do exist. Okay, yes, Kreg sells the jigs, but also there are the larger, more cumbersome boxes that is a drill bit and a router bit. Pull the lever one way, your router bit creates the pocket. Pull the lever the other way, and the drill drills the hole the rest of the way. Yeah, I got tricked. Now those bigger desktop ones are neat, but a portable one, I admit, I'm curious. I admit, I am very curious how this is going to go. And it's battery powered, which could be anything, but got some nice settings. Yeah. And then this was just released, I think today they announced this one. Was this today or yesterday? Well, you can tell by the date, that will probably help. They have a trim router, which is always nice. And again, battery powered. I'm very curious with this top how that's going to be weight wise. That's very curious. Very curious. Now, if we scroll down, you know, it talks about all these other tools. Yeah, right there. Yeah. We're going brushless with the motors. 20 volt battery platform. Okay, this is gonna be neat. Unusually focused. We want to remove the guesswork of choosing the right tools. That's why we purposefully simplified our lineup so that you know whatever you pick up an iconic tool drive does exactly what you need it to do. Okay, whatever. That's computer stuff I just don't understand. Yes, they do have a contest going on right now where you can actually attempt to win these tools. I have I've already entered. Now look at this. Here you can see, down here at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tools have been announced, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tools are left to be announced. We are halfway at the time of this recording, which you can tell is almost 8:30 at night on Wednesday, September 23rd of 2025, if you want to get that specific. But here it is. Yes. So, judging by what they still have yet to reveal, it looks like we have another circular saw. This one... I'm very curious. Yeah, I mean, this could be a larger circular saw that's obviously not track. You know, maybe this is for something else too. Who knows? We have obviously a hand sander, battery powered. This will be curious too because the battery's on the side like that, and more upright than flat. We have a jigsaw, which I have always said it's not my favorite tool, but I understand why it's not my favorite tool. I hope one day to get a new one and with a decent blade. We have a smaller, you know what, I'm sure we'll have a different name, but essentially it's a smaller circular saw. I've seen these, and what I find them good for is really small fine cuts, or if you're getting, what am I thinking of? Oh, if you're installing kitchen cabinets and you have that extra, say, half-inch you installed in your cabinet just to scribe it to the wall, well, this is how you make that nice flush trim cut. That tool right there. And then, of course, you have this good old boy, the multi-tool. Everybody makes a multi-tool. You have to add that to my collection as well. But there you are, 10 really unique pieces. And I gotta say, coming up, another battery platform. I'm very curious to see how, not just the battery platform, but these tools in general are going to perform with the other competition. Now, there are still going to be those who will come out and say, after these come out, and they go through their things, that people will go, DeWalt's better, Milwaukee's better, that's junk. Yeah, you know the tool bias is going to start. Okay, I covered this in my Why People Hate Ryobi video, or why do people hate Ryobi, or Ryobi, however you want to put it. Okay, if the tool serves its purpose and it does a decent job, then what are you complaining about? Okay, there are some tools that are better than others, depending on what you're using them for, the high impact of what you could be using them for. So it varies, and you can't tell me professionals don't use these so-called inferior tools. Okay, I've seen professionals use Shopsmith. Alright, I've seen professionals use Ryobi. Explain that one to me. Well, there you have it. There's all that. And yeah, I'm very curious to see how this will go. I wonder if you're curious to see how it will go. And you know, why don't you go ahead and sign up for the contest if you're interested in winning and being very curious about how they'll do. I will tell you that if I were to win this contest, not counting on it, but if I did, in fact the odds are nowhere near my favor, I don't win these things, but if I did, I would do a whole video testing these things and putting them to the test to the best of my abilities. I think there are a couple of things that might be a little tricky for me to do, like the flush trim router, or some people might call it a laminate trimmer. Well, I've got an old Ryobi, you know, red lettering, blue backdrop Ryobi. I can't use it. I don't have bits. Yeah. So, but impact, I'd find a way to make it work. Drill, I'd find a way to make it work. The pocket hole jig, actually, that's going to be interesting in terms of testing the up and downs. But that's a whole different subject, and that's a big if. And I say the percentages of me winning a contest and doing those kinds of doing a video for all that stuff, I have a better chance. Yeah, see, I can't even think of it. I think I got a better chance of having this channel take off to a point of such fame and fortune within a year that I do with that stuff. And the only reason I say that is because, hey, our subscriber count is pretty high, even though our public watch hours, or valid public watch hours, whatever they keep changing it to, keeps dropping. I don't know. But I'm going to end it right there. I'm starting to ramble, so hopefully I will see you next time right here on the Beggars Woodshop.